Yes, so we are here with Chef Claudette Zepeda, all the way from San Diego, my hometown. I miss it so much. And we're going to make, what are we making?
We're going to make ensalada de nopales.
And it's a new way. Tell us why.
Well, it's not my new way. I'm going to show Sandra how to make ensalada de nopales the Claudette way. We are not cooking, boiling, heating the nopals.
This is healthy.
Yes.
I love it.
It's healthy and it's delicious.
I can't wait to learn.
Our main character in this story, the nopal. We're both from San Diego. And you can go to any Meximart, any grocery store in the border region or the Mercado Hidalgo in Tijuana and get the most beautiful clean nopales that you can get, because cleaning them is a task. Those little spines that you see, those little spikes, will stick into your hands and you won't know where they're at, but every single time that you even lift a finger, it will remind you.
I meant to ask you what your technique is, because I'm pretty sure I'm doing it wrong.
No, I mean, they look beautiful.
I went backwards against the ring.
Exactly.
Of the espinas.
You would normally have like tongs, and the end will also have little spikes. So you trim it to have it kind of naked, exposed to the inside, or just hold it. You can go sideways, you can go this way, any which way, honestly, will take them off. It's the angle of the knife. If you're putting your knife at this angle, you're gonna go right into the nopal, and then you're just gonna take chunks out of it. Yeah. So you almost want to keep it at a 45-degree angle and just give it a nice shape. And then on the outside little spines, you just carve it, because these are just, it's tougher on the end, so it's fine. So there, these guys, I'm not touching this. Once you do all that business, you end up with these beautiful paddles. They're see-through when they're very tender, the spikes are. So you might end up with a few, but this should be fine. And the rest of this ensalada is my favorite ingredients, which is salsa bandera, cebolla, tomates, chile. So salsa bandera, we call that pico in America. In the United States, they call it pico. It's because it's usually served raw. Key ingredients, some sort of onion. I love green onions because they're not so aggressive.
Yeah.
I add tomatillo to my ensalada, limon, can't not have it, and aguacate also can't not have it. First things first, this is a cured nopal salad. We're gonna slime, that can't get any less sexy of a word, but we're going to remove that inside
La baba.
viscous liquid inside of the nopal. And you can see it's like tacky.
I always knew them as just incredible for digestion.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know if there's like another equivalent, like aloe, I guess.
Yeah.
People drink aloe juice to clean out
Yep.
their system. Also, it's a low glycemic food, so people, like my mom has diabetes, so this is a great food to eat when you are trying to watch your sugar intake. People in Mexico, they put it in juices, they put it in smoothies, right?
On your skin.
On your skin.
You just give it a little rub. It's fine. It's gonna leave your skin like a film on it. But I swear this, my grandmother died at 92 years old with not a wrinkle on her forehead. A combination of nopals and pons, I swear. That's the key. Just dip your face in nopales, you'll be fine.
Obviously, like vitamin-rich, mineral-rich, antioxidant-rich. You know, this nopal can exist in nature without water. It grows in any climate.
Yeah.
And it survives. Imagine what it can do when you consume it, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's been there well before documented humans in the Americas were eating it. It's one of the oldest plants. Agaves in general also, they're native to the Americas. And when I say the Americas, I don't mean the United States. And I mean from the tip of Alaska, Canada, all the way down to Chile. Agaves and cactus are native to those lands, so they thrive in that environment. If you see an agave or a cactus, they don't need you to water it. They just need you to leave it alone.
They don't need you.
They don't need you.
That's it. That's the takeaway.
It's the cat of plants. They don't need us.
And I love that, because for nopalera, it's all about resilience.
Yeah.
And to me, it's just an incredible symbol of that as well. But I don't know any other plant that you can eat, that you can put on your skin and hair, that you can make vegan cactus leather out of. Aloe doesn't do that.
No.
Why do you think aloe has made it into the minds of people as being this like nutritious, like, good for you plant, and nopal has not? Is it because it's annoying for the espinas?
I think so. I think it's a lot easier to clean an agave or an aloe leaf than it is to this. I mean, the only scary part of an aloe is the outside. This whole thing is very intimidating.
Yeah.
But I guess so are we.
First of all, there's a lot of species of nopales, right?
Yes.
So don't go around just cutting off any old cactus and trying to make this dish, right? We know which nopales you can eat and which ones you cannot.
Yes.
So people think they're going to go cut a saguaro and make an ensalada de nopal. No.
No.
You want the pads to be bright green,
Yes.
thin,
This is as thick as they'll get. And these are the edible ones with that vibrant cherry green, like it's like Irish. This is the most Irish green color that I can think of. It's also the color of life. When you're looking at green vegetables, the chlorophyll tells you everything. Even if you have a nopal paddle that is this thickness, but sometimes they're a little white, follow chlorophyll.
Green, young, and fresh. You know, because my parents have a nopalera in their front yard, like I'm sure you do too. And they just cut from the same node. The new pads keep growing back, which is another thing that aloe vera does not do.
No.
The whole regenerative aspect of nopal, that it's the gift that keeps on giving, is unmatched. I don't know any other plant that grows that fast, that needs not you, nor water, nor any climate. You can eat, put on your face and skin and hair to nourish.
Yep.
And also make textiles. I mean...
All right, so we have these cut. Salt, you can use, it doesn't have to be fancy purple salt. You don't also have to measure this. This is going to extract salt like anything else. It dehydrates us. It dehydrates fruits, vegetables, anything. So here we want to pull moisture out. I promise you it will not make it dry. What it will do, take away excess moisture, which is that viscous liquid we don't want. And once you add the salt, you want to massage the salt into all the little pieces, and then you leave it alone. It doesn't need any hand holding. We're not using hot water.
It doesn't need you.
It doesn't need you. Even in this state, when you're cooking it, it still doesn't need you. It's an independent woman. Once this is at that point, we're just gonna set it aside and work on our salsa, which is the rest of the base. Tomates. So if you want to cut this guy open, and then we'll cube it.
I'm scared. It's a New York avocado in winter.
You would think because we're Mexican, we would just have the fortune of always picking the perfect avocado. No. Mine's like underripe. The next day, girl, you're gone. Like it's gone. It's like you're too late.
It's not that bad.
No, I see worse.
It's fine.
I see worse even in San Diego. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for our pico, because old habits die hard, we want beautiful cuts. So you eat with your eyes, and this is why again we're doing this method and not boiling it. Because boiling it turns it into a murky green color, and that's not sexy to eat.
Yeah.
Even though it's delicious.
So how do you normally eat the ensalada de nopal?
Ensalada de nopal, I really love it for breakfast.
Yeah.
With eggs on the side, I never scramble it with it.
Oh, interesting.
I love it for breakfast because it gives me not only a textural difference, but if you're having a really hot meal, like frijolitos de la olla next to eggs, you have like this burst of life with the salad.
Yeah.
It just tastes alive.
These are the most perfectly cut. Can we just look at this? Diced. This is like what they do on television. We shouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, go ahead and pick some. And this is also controversial to a lot of people. Not everyone does mint. Mint is also super good for you. One thing that our culture, I think, does beautifully is we work with the herbs to help digestion. I think the big misconception is that Mexican food is always spicy, too spicy, and it should hurt, and it's fried. The Mexicans were the first land husbandry masters. Like they mastered how to make aquaponics before that word even existed.
I don't even know what that word is.
It's when you grow from the water up in the chinampas.
Oh, yes.
Imagine these people have mastered farming way before, again, documentation of humans existed in the Americas. Like kind of blow that misconception out of the water is also one of my biggest badges that I love to wear, to show people how beautiful our food is and how very delicate it can be. It's not heavy. I'm just going to give the green onions mince. And we use the white and green part also. A lot of people will just talk about the green or the green end of the green onion. It's funny, when I started doing the cultural anthropology of our food and I started kind of putting two and two together of all the different cultures that eat similar, and it's Indian food, they have very similar philosophy on using herbs to help digestion. So you eat a fennel seed after you have a heavy meal and it helps digestion. We put mint in our food and it settles your stomach. We have hoja santa, which also settles your stomach. So use the herbs, not just for flavor, but for actual medicinal properties.
Yeah.
I mean, similar to beauty products.
Yeah, exactly.
Being able to do something like this and have something super vibrant and delicious and healthy, and then adding that to a takeout bowl. Or if you get something that is fast, add this to that bowl. And that will, one, make it taste like homey, and two, give you more nutritional value.
Yeah. So another thing that you're doing that I think is super interesting is we are eating the tomatillos raw.
Yes. When you add the salt to it, they'll get a little bit of cure and then the limon. But yeah, these are gooseberries. They're not a tomato. So it tastes like a green apple.
I've never eaten them raw. First time. Yeah. Okay. First of all, can you see this baba here? You see the stringiness? Yes, this baba. La baba.
La baba. So while your hands are slimy, I'm gonna have you massage some more salt.
Oh, okay. We'll massage it and the baba coming out.
It'll literally be like swimming in it.
Oh, okay. So that helps.
Yeah. So if you have loose grain salt, it's easier because then you're just gonna put in like a handful of it and then massage it in. So you can kind of see it pulling up. This will kind of keep extracting all that. We're gonna run it through cold water, and you think, well, it's gonna get seasoned. It will get seasoned. The salt will be absorbed into the nopal. But the more you rinse that viscous water, the more you can also...
It almost looks like soap.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's bubbly.
Yeah.
It's actually bubbly now.
We forgot one thing, el serrano. Can't forget that. Sometimes I'll do poblano in my salsa, my ensalada de nopales, and sometimes I'll do serrano. Serranos are hot, so to each their own. Don't take the seeds away. I'm a full-ass Mexican, so if it's supposed to be spicy, it's supposed to have serrano. Don't cheat yourself from the experience.
Can we talk about serrano safety? That's a whole thing right there. Serrano safety. Do not cut these and then touch your eye.
Your mouth, your nose.
Your nose, private parts.
Yes, no,
anyone else's eyes, nose, and private parts.
That's a PSA, a whole ass PSA.
Get kicked out of the party or end the relationship real quick.
You know, how do you know enough's enough? And I always say it's when the ancestors whisper in my ear, or ya pendeja would be my grandma. But it's something that you just kind of know. How did I know that amount of tomate was going to be good, cilantro? Because I know how much nopales I have. So it's a ratio of, this is going to be about 50% of the matter, and the rest has to accommodate a total of 50% the rest of the matter. So you could do all these tomates, you could do all the tomatillos, but then you won't really get the nopal effect.
Yeah.
So I want to taste the nopales.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is exactly what we want. Now we are in the rinsing phase. See, that was fast. Now it is legitimately swimming in it. So we're gonna take this to the sink and we're going to, the trick here is running water. Like just keep the running water over it and massaging it still. You continue to agitate it, so in case there's any like babita that's still stuck in the nopal, we'll like force it to come out. And you can feel it, your hands will go from feeling slippery to feeling like clean. Yep, exactly. But see that vibrant green color? It's now, that's how it is going to
Stay that way.
stay that way, yeah. And then I taste it. A little bit of water, so I'm not taking the water out.
Flavorful.
See how the difference is, like a before and after?
When you boil them, it loses a lot of that flavor. I had no idea, honestly. So this really tastes like you're eating something that you just took out of the ground.
It does.
Right?
Yep. So we're gonna bring everything together. We have our nopals, we have our salsa bandera-ish, tomates, tomatillos, cebolla, green onions, the cilantro, and the mint all combined. I'm gonna add the lime to that, to the salad part first. When you get tortillas and they're fresh, they're steamy.
Stuck together.
And they're stuck together, and that steam is beautiful. What it makes is a very tender tortilla.
Yeah.
And when you're gonna put it over the flame or in a comal, you're very aggressive heat. So giving them a little bit of moisture kind of reinvigorates that moisture back in. I'm just gonna give this a little mix, add some salt and avocado oil. You can do olive oil if you want. Avocado oil is delicious. And even if your avocado is not the cutest, when you open it, just scoop around it, cut around it. If it's at least 50% green, we can work with that. So whenever you're cutting any sort of like salad or salsa, you want everything to be similar size pieces so you don't have more than one of the ingredients than the others and everything's even. I cut my avocado like if I was gonna cut an onion.
Do you like your tortillas burnt or do you like
Oh
them?
yeah.
Okay.
Little tostadita.
My mother's like, lo más quemado, lo mejor.
My mom only eats the burnt ones, yeah. It's a mom thing because they're the ones making the tortillas for the family, so they get stuck with the burnt ones and end up loving the burnt ones. I realize it's not because of what they wanted, it's what they grew to love. But see, even that one tomato, that little pinch of cilantro, a little pinch of mint, it's a lot. It makes a good amount of salad. This is great to take to a carne asada as like your contribution. And you don't have to turn anything on in your house, which is great.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful. The onions I can smell, the cilantro. And then you salt more to taste.
To taste, yeah. We're from the north. We like our food properly seasoned. That's something.
Salt.
Yeah, that's something that is very unique to the Tijuana, San Diego border. We eat so many ceviches and aguachiles in the north. Our food should be properly acidulated. Very fancy word for saying a lot of lime.
Yeah.
And then properly salted.
And this is, to me, apologies to anyone who's vegan, but queso fresco it just makes everything better.
It does. Okay, so we can taste a little bit. We can take a lot of salt because it's such a green, acidulated ingredient. Like the tomatillo adds acid, the tomatoes add acid, nopals add acid.
I'm ready to eat this with the queso fresco.
Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of queso fresco to the inside, but we're gonna cube it and then we're gonna crumble. Yeah, so there's two ways to do queso fresco. A rebanada, so you do slab on the inside. That's one way. Second way is crumble, and then we'll crumble. I'm gonna cube some and fold it into the salad.
Oh.
And then we'll crumble on top of the garnish. Because, like I said earlier, you eat with your eyes, so if it looks cute, you'll be more inclined to eat it. Again, blowing the misconception of Mexican food makes you weighed down and it's like fried and heavy. Yeah. Like you could run after this, you can work out. This gives you life. This gives you energy. You can garnish with some cute little leaves. You want to like really cute it up when you're gonna serve it.
I'm cute enough. I'm ready.
That's right. Let's go.
Listen, we only used like 3 cactus pads. This made a lot of food.
Yeah, if it's just you, this will feed you for the week. If you're meal prepping, you can just pack this into containers and have it in your refrigerator for the week.
Yeah.
With salsita macharrita or with like just more chiles, depending on what you want. If you have a salsa also next to this container, it's a standalone, solid main character vibes.
Cheers. Thank you, Chef.
Oh, my pleasure.
Well, there you have it. Ensalada de Nopal, Chef Zepeda edition.
Nopalera edition.